We're in the house, y'all. KingSeti.com. Y'all know what it is. Official General Cyrus Soon Seti DVDs, t-shirts, hoodies. Uh, we got fly African and Kemetic jewelry stocking up. I don't know why y'all ain't went over there to KingSeti.com. So many people have, and I love your support, keeping it fly for the kings and queens out there. Y'all need to get on over there, be amazed. You understand what I'm saying? Guaranteed to get you together and keep you godly. And, you understand? And divine. And to my family out there, generalseti.com, SETI University, stockpiling. Nothing but fire. Stockpiling, nothing but fire. Goddamn, I'm talking about them goddamn videos. Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something about my fire. And a lot of motherfuckers don't know. You need to know if y'all don't know. Man, I tried to put some of that motherfucking old SETI up there. Ooh. They wasn't happening. They took that shit down immediately. You know what I'm saying? Took it down almost immediately. You feel me? And so, I say, damn, I even cringe. You understand what I'm saying? Like, boy, that's that fire. You know what I'm saying? So I got it, generalseti.com, got all that old shit and just so much other stuff. No, I'm just not I'm just letting you know one category. You know what I'm saying? We got close to 1,000 videos up there from the old to the new. So I guarantee you, goddamn, you ain't gonna go no goddamn where. Nowhere. Do you understand what I'm saying? And get that. Okay? I don't even have to, check it out. You see? GeneralSeti.com, SETI Universe. And of course, you understand we're gonna get a shout out to General Cyrus Soon Seti's Patreon. Just got up off of there. The original homeland of the Indo-European. Had to smack them upside the head. Just did the original origins of the Caucasoid. Me and Pharaoh crashed. I keep crashing them. You understand? When I'm crashing. You understand? With the facts. Don't give a goddamn who like it and who don't. So when you want that fire, you got to go over General Seti. I give a live stream, on Patreon, but even there, I can't go up that high. I can't drop that kind of fire. Them motherfuckers, it'll burn down the internet. So it's just stages up. My Patreon is 2-3 steps up from my YouTube, and General Seti just fire. Nigga, when you just make sure you got your goddamn fire repellent clothing on when you go over there, because if you ain't built for that shit, you'll catch on goddamn fire. So make sure you get on over there to my Patreon, General Cyrus Soon Seti. Become a patron today. I got tiers, but I don't give a fuck what. I know I got about 5 tiers on there, and I give everybody some. Don't worry. But if you want, that super fire, then you already know what it is. You understand what I'm saying? You got to go on up and go to the highest tier. You understand? Make sure that y'all subscribe to both of my, and then not just Cyrus Soon Seti YouTube and General Seti YouTube. You got King Seti. Well, I put all the master teachers on there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure if y'all scroll down on my General Seti YouTube page and my Cyrus Soon Seti YouTube page, you will see at the bottom, you will see right there, King Seti. King Seti. And I'll put the master teachers up there. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm just, I'm standing on the shoulders of the master teachers. And so make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. God damn it. Ding dong. You want to know the general is on. Period. You want to know I'm on. And yeah, I've been chilling for a minute because goddamn, I have to back away. My mind is so deep. I had to go and find other areas of the universe to conquer and shit. So I got some fly shit dropping in this next week or two. You understand what I'm saying? Gonna have your mind, blazing with wisdom and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And so stay tuned. You see, today we dealing with Memnon. Now, I see motherfuckers out there, and they're just gonna show people. You know, and I'm gonna reel it back so motherfuckers can know, because they don't ever put that shit all together like they need to. You understand what I'm saying? I say, man, is this the best that you can do? This is Memnon. You understand what I'm saying? Who is Memnon? Let me get my lecture on up here with my visuals. Ain't no like I do a goddamn lecture damn near every time I go live. God damn, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be up there jaws. Fuck it, I bring a lecture every motherfucking time. You see? Now, Memnon, now what a lot of people don't know, he was a part of the Troy mythology, which wasn't, all mythology. You know, as I dropped on the last video on Patreon, which is kind of all intertwined because I'm dealing with the true origins, a homeland of the Indo-European. You understand what I'm saying? And so, many areas that we have conceded to the European today was once African rule. So when you start talking about, the Ethiopian Egyptian empire, it went far north into what we call Southern Russia. You see, documented. You understand what I'm saying? By the Greeks, the freaks, they documented it and it's there. And the white boys is crying because they saying, well, they didn't know what they was talking about. It was allegory. Shut up. Every time it's time to document a black man or woman is allegory. Fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? And every time they say Ethiopian, they want to try to make it look like a motherfucking Caucasoid with a skin tan. You know what I'm saying? You got some goddamn, I got a tan or something. You know what I'm saying? We tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But so, we when we start looking at this so-called war, you understand, that happened at Troy. A lot of people don't understand the Trojans was Ethiopians. Okay, that's what they're not saying. You understand what I'm saying? And so, when we start asking the question, in which I'm gonna get on these maps real quick and break this shit down for y'all. And y'all can go do your research, but a lot of people don't add enough together so y'all can see a bigger picture. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to do it swiftly, and I'm going to throw some names out there, and I'm going to intertwine. And once you see it, then you're going to say, okay, you see, now I understand what the general it was trying to say. Let's get this shit back on up here. I ain't playing with you niggas today. I'm coming to do war. I'm coming to go to intellectual war. You understand? With the lies about my people. Okay? So we talking about Memnon, the great Ethiopian warrior king of legend. Now, the thing about it, I'm going to read something simple. Now. From, I got off the internet, which I don't need. But I'm going to bring this up. Memnon in Greek mythology, son of Tithonius, okay? Legendary king of Troy. His son of Memnon, a legendary king of Troy. Now, let's stop right there, which I don't hear motherfuckers bring up. You understand what I'm saying? I hear motherfuckers throw Memnon's name out there, but they don't state that his father was a prince of Troy. Hear me out. See, that his father was a king of Troy. And I believe his father was the brother of Priam. If you watch the movie Troy, the old white king, which he ain't white, that was Priam. Okay? And so that would have been Memnon's uncle. Okay? And so we understand that Memnon was the king of the Ethiopians. Okay, so what is that saying then? That mean, goddammit, that the Trojans was Ethiopian. How the fuck your daddy gonna be the king of Troy and you the king of Ethiopia? You understand what I'm saying? Ethiopia means burnt face. Okay? And so that right there is very powerful. You understand? And it's gonna go even deeper because as I dealt with the another Greek African land, Colchis, which is also Ethiopian. I'm gonna read some things from the Herodotus. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna read some things from Herodotus. Now we have all our, that many of these Greeks didn't exist, but like I say, if they use the Greek or whatever Greek to say some things, it just show you what was on their mind at that time. So nevertheless, you stating that these is Ethiopian lands. Now you don't want to. Now you want to say, oh, it's all mythology. It's a legend. It's not what you think it is. Yes, it is, motherfucker. Yes, it is. It's exactly what I think it is. And I'm going to prove it today. So, when you look, this is a vase. I think this vase right here is in Brussels. It's over there in Belgium. You understand what I'm saying? And you can see right there, this is Memnon, okay? Departure of Memnon for Troy. You see what I'm saying? This is around, the base was created around 550, 525 BC, okay? And so if you want, this is in Belgium. Now, this is another statue of the brother. You understand what I'm saying? So it's no doubt, you know what I'm saying, that they saw this brother as being an Ethiopian. Okay, there's no goddamn doubt. Now, it's kind of, when I watch the story, you see the great, the antagonist is Agamemnon. Okay, in that, so how they didn't, you see how they mix it up and shit where you can't tell, based on different versions of the story. So it's very suspicious that the antagonist king that's coming to Troy is called Agamemnon. You understand what I'm saying? And then you got Memnon, who was an Ethiopian. Now, Hector, if you're watching the movie Troy, Hector was the son, so that would have been his first cousin. You understand what I'm saying? Hector and Paris, who were the sons of Priam, the king of Troy, they would have been Memnon's first cousins. You see what I'm saying? So we already know. And like I said, his father would have been brother to Priam. You know what I'm saying? And that's right. Would have been where they father. You understand what I'm saying? They father was king. And so, they father was king. Priam and his father's father was king. You see what I'm saying? And so they was princes. And so, I guess, Priam became king, but they also said that, I don't know, I don't think his father became king. Priam became king, but his father, Memnon's father, was still a prince. Okay? He was a prince of Troy. And we must, we got to understand that. Now, I'll throw this up because I just had it up. Let me take that out so we can go to work. Now, when you look at this, you're looking at what they call Asia Minor, or what they call the Middle East, which ain't middle of shit, but somebody's sick fantasy. You understand what I'm saying? When you look at the green, that's the Zagros mountain range. You see, and there's other mountain ranges up in there. And technically, you understand what I'm saying? That is really the border between Africa and Asia. Even though we still had our control over certain areas, Turkey belonged to us, Troy, Colchis. I'm going to show you what Colchis is. This is showing you that the Ethiopian Egyptian Empire extended far further than what the fuck they speak about in history. Yeah, they'll talk about the little Canaan and that no, motherfucker, they was deep into southern Russia. And this is where you get the term Black Russian. I ain't just no motherfucking drink, nigga. This is reality. You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna back it up now. We're gonna back it up. So you see, even though that's the technically what separates Africa from Asia. Because if you look at the land mass behind the Zagros Mountains, Africans can march soldiers over there quite easily. But when you start trying to go past them goddamn mountains, you're gonna be, you ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So when it was certain colonies beyond the mountains that they had to let go. So when them goddamn Europeans, them Caucasoid, and I just stated that they not from the Caucasus Mountains. They motherfuckers from out of Siberia. That's where they from. They not from the Caucasus. That's the gateway that let them down into our land. You understand? But if you go beyond, Colchis is behind the Caucasus Mountains. So they couldn't be from the Caucasus Mountains because we had colonies behind the Caucasus Mountains, which we're going to document. We're going to document that. And so you see, and I bring this up, and like I say, even the Bible, and I don't, it's a lie, but there's some truth in it. If you listen to it and if you use it to your advantage, you will understand that even when you're dealing with Babylonia, that Nimrod, son of Ethiopia, we know he never existed, but they told some shit that they wish they hadn't told. You understand what I'm saying? They wish they hadn't said that Nimrod started, you understand, Mesopotamia. You understand what I'm saying? Even went all the way up to Assyria, which is, going north. And so that's showing Canaan. You understand what I'm saying? And what we don't state, and we need to state it, you understand, whether it's a lie or not, geographically, it let us know that they knew we was in the fucking land. That's all that we got. The stories is garbage, but it also documents that they seized the land. We don't understand. That's why if we don't understand that these so-called Hebrews or Jews, it's nothing but a Caucasoid. That's what they is. They coming down and they ain't come out no goddamn Egypt. Them motherfuckers came up out that goddamn north. That's where the fuck they came from. So when you look at Canaan and you say, that's the brother of Ethiopia. Now, we understand that Canaan had a son called Heth, which became the Hittites. And we understand that they ruled today what we know of as Turkey. Okay? So we understand if you the brother of Ethiopia, what the fuck is you gonna be other than an Ethiopian? If your brother is burnt, goddamn it, what is you? You understand what I'm saying? So you got to understand that African people was running these lands. You understand what I'm saying? All the way up. Let me come again showing you, and we're gonna get down into Memnon because I want y'all to understand that. Now, if you look at the top, they call that shit Anatolia. They no goddamn, and again, and then you got the land of the Hittites and so on and so forth. So when they start talking about this Fertile Crescent, all of that is ran by the Kushite Empire. What they call the Middle East, what they call fucking Asia Minor, that's Kush. That's Northeast Kush. And I like this map because it sums it all up. That's all the land behind the Zagros Mountains. When you look at the right, that's all the lands behind the Zagros Mountains. That's us. We were the first people that ever, and was there hundreds of thousands of years before any of them ever came down. You see what I'm saying? Ever came down, and they came up, like I just taught on the last one, they from behind the Ural Mountains in Russia. They come out of Siberia. The Mongoloid, the Caucasoid, the Turks, all them motherfuckers come from out of the Siberian plains. That's where they come from. I dealt with the fact that out of when we talking about the 20 top nations in skin cancer, damn near 18 of them is in Europe. That lets you know that they not from there, because wherever you genetically originate from, that's the land you gonna thrive in. A fish gonna thrive in water. That's the natural habitat of the fish. You see what I'm saying? So I can show you right now that what you call Europe, West Europe, is not the original homeland. You know, they was meant genetically to be in an area that's gonna be cold 24/7. You feel me? And because after the ice age, you know what I'm saying, receded, all the damn animals came south. They like, fuck this, we out. You know, they looking for warmer plains. They also looking for food. And since they was hunters and that was their food source, they had to follow their fucking food source. You see what I'm saying? Down into the southern regions. But when it came down, you know, dynamics changed because, you know, this is a hairy motherfucking people. Hairy. You understand? Coming up out the cold. And when they came down, they began to shed. That's right. I can document it. Shed, and then they begin to shave and shit. And in doing that, they left their body exposed. You understand what I'm saying? You know, to the UV rays. You know what I'm saying? They was meant to continue to have the hair on their body. It was there because the skin up under there was weak. And so they need the damn hair, but not they can't be in civilization walking around looking like Bigfoot. So they shade the fuck down. Period. You understand? And in doing that, goddamn it, they like I said, they start to burn. That's reality. You see what I'm saying? And so now this is showing you the Venuses, the statues of the woman that was worshipped all through Europe, 26,000 to 21. That right there show you they not original there. Even when you look at the one at the top, soon as I study and I could tell some shit, it'll register in this goddamn memory bank of 1,000,000 years of research. And when I saw that one at the top, which supposedly was found in France, I said you can see it's Egyptian, the headdress is Egyptian. They trying to say that's 26,000 years. And then when you look at the little Venus of Willendorf, ain't no Venus of Willendorf. They always naming African things after European people. You see what I'm saying? And so that's a little pregnant African woman. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. And so you can see the sites all over. When the fuck is a goddamn European worship a woman? You understand what I'm saying? Let's be serious. You know what I'm saying? As the main worshiping icon. Let's be serious. Never. I ain't never known them. Until the black Madonna. And so you see that they got the black Madonnas and shit. Them is because they know the truth. You understand? These niggas don't know the truth, but they know the truth. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't see many of them Europeans document that the Twa was there long before they got there. So that right there show you they wasn't from down there. And so you can see where shit, Venus or Isis or African woman worshiping, nations of Africans that had migrated down up in there. It go all through what today, even what we call Germany. They wasn't there. They wasn't even in Germany. They wasn't even in them areas. They was back behind the Ural Mountains. You see what I'm saying? So again, the wars that you seeing taking place in Troy and Colchis and all of that, you understand? Them is the first wars that took place with the Ethiopians and Egyptians versus these Caucasoids, so-called Caucasoids. Those was the first war. And then it pushed down, from Troy and Colchis down into Canaan, and then it came into Egypt. It came right on into the motherland. So we never see that process. You understand what I'm saying? We never see the whole process and try, because we have never been taught that. So when you see right there, you know what I'm saying? Then you look right there. This is Amos Nefertari. You feel me? Let me go on and take that out of there. I'm going to take that on out of there. And so I can copy that. I got a better one You know, if I had my Black Woman is God lecture out, I could show you I done matched them up pretty well. So when you look at, you know, the headdress, you know, you can see how it's part of, that's Egyptian. You know, that's Ethiopian Egyptian right there. You know what I'm saying? So that was in France, 26,000. So what is it saying about how old Egypt is? If the hairdressing, they taking it, and ain't nothing changed, and they can create all these fake ass pictures and shit where they got European women with they fucking hair like, that's garbage. You can take that shit straight to the garbage can and dispose of it immediately. You see what I'm saying? Immediately. You see? And so let me come. And so here now we seeing the Troy, and you see Koshes over there to the right. You see what I'm saying? And we'll talk about Koshes is where Jason, you understand what I'm saying? Jason and the Argonauts, and he had to go, he had to go capture the golden fleece. And in Greek mythology, the golden fleece was like the fucking Ark of Covenant. Whoever possessed the golden fleece was damn near invincible. You see what I'm saying? But what was it the golden fleece of? Of the ram of Ammon, okay, which we're going to get into. So you see from Troy to Kosher, you got to understand in which they not telling our people because they keep, you've been, a lot of the history is just so, devastatingly retarded. You understand what I'm saying? To where you can't and missing so many links that you can't get the truth. That the Ethiopian, Egyptian, African empire, not only did they run the whole of the Mediterranean, they ran the Aegean, what they know of as the Aegean, the Black Sea, and quite possibly even on the Caspian Sea. But most definitely the Black Sea and the Aegean was a part of the Egyptian Ethiopian empire. Facts. That's goddamn facts. You see? Now, let me jump right on off into it. Because I don't, that's, how we doing out there, motherfuckers? Okay. We out there, okay. Yeah, I don't want to bring the hammer down on none of you motherfuckers, because I will. Okay? I will. Now, matter of fact, let me go and bring this on now. Now, we're going to deal with Herodotus. Now, we just showed, I just showed you where Koshes is. Now, if you want to see it from, that's what it looked like. That's the topographical map. You understand what I'm saying? That's modern Georgia, which is southern Russia. Not Georgia in America, not an ATL, nigga. We talking about Georgia over there under Russia. So that was Kosher. You understand what I'm saying? You see right there the little green area, and so they was mining there. They had resources there. You understand what I'm saying? And so they set up a colony there, and they mined in the mountains. There's a lot of resources there. You understand what I'm saying? And so that was Egyptian Ethiopian colony. How do we know that? Let's go ahead and read what Herodotus said. Now, if you get the book, if you get Herodotus, I advise you to get Rawson. You understand what I'm saying? The Rawson version. I don't know if his motherfucking name was George Rawson, but I seen it is on fucking Amazon and it's the original edition. I would get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it say it just like it need to be said. Because this one right here, they'll mix it up. They'll say dark skin. No, he said black skin. So this shit right here, I got off the internet. But I'll tell you where the fuck, they change shit. Okay? Now this is, I don't know, I think this might be book 2, and it might be paragraph 104. Now, this is what he said. This is what Herodotus said. For it is plain to see that the Koshians are Egyptians. And what I say, I myself noted before I heard it from others. He said he saw it for his motherfucker, and before he even heard, he saw it for himself. He said, "God damn, these is Egyptians." When it occurred to me, I inquired of both people. And the Koshians remember the Egyptians better than the Egyptians remember the Koshians. The Egyptians said that they considered the Koshians part of Sesostris' army. Okay? I myself guessed it partly because they are dark skinned, but the originals say black skin, not dark skin. See, they playing again. Black skin and woolly hair, broad noses, and thick lips. They left all that shit. Even George Robert, Dr. Ben, the one that gave me the whole rundown. You see what I'm saying? That they took out. Okay, that they are black skinned and woolly haired. Though that indeed counts for nothing since other peoples are too. Okay, but my better proof was that the Koshians and Egyptians and Ethiopians are the only nations that have from the first practiced circumcision. Okay? The Phoenicians and the Syrians of Palestine acknowledged that they learned the custom from the Egyptians. Okay? And the Syrians of the valley, now they don't even say no goddamn Syrian. They done added all that shit in. You see, and the Syrians of the valleys I don't even know, need to even speak on all them crazy ass Greek names. Say they learned it lately from the Koshians. So all the motherfuckers up there in the north learned it from the Koshians, which was a colony of Egypt. These are the only nations that circumcise, and it is seen that they do just as the Egyptians. But as to the Egyptian and Ethiopians themselves, I cannot say which nation learned it from the other, for it is evidently a very ancient custom. Okay? Okay? That the others learned it through traffic with Egypt, I consider clearly proved by this. Clearly proved by this. That Phoenicians who trafficked with Hellas, which is the Greeks, ceased to imitate the Egyptians in this matter and do not circumcise their children. So when they go to fucking with the Greeks, they lose the custom. God damn. So right there, so we go back now. We go back and we see here on this map, we see Koshians. You see, it's back behind the motherfucking Caucasus Mountain. It's back behind the Caucasus Mountain. So how the fuck did they come? How you calling them Caucasian is, that's false information because they not from no goddamn Caucasus. You see what I'm saying? So as we dealing with Memnon, we gonna come to understand some things. You know what I'm saying? That tie this all together. Because not only do you have Koshians, you got the Hittites, you see what you got Troy, you got Memnon, and you got the enchantress Circe, okay, which was also famous in Greek mythology. And you got Jason and the Argonauts who went to Colchis, you understand, to retrieve the golden fleece of the ram. And that's just another icon that backs up what Herodotus said, because the ram is sacred to Amen. Okay, we know that. You see what I'm saying? But also Circe, who is an enchantress shown to be Ethiopian, her brother was king of Colchis. Okay, and that's very significant because let me show you a picture of the sister. She's an enchantress, and many consider her the most powerful enchantress outside of Isis. You see what I'm saying? It is right here. I got two pictures to back it up. I see a brother out there say, I would like to know what said he take on the Memnon. The Ethiopians was on them islands before Anybody that you see there's some traditions there that I could show that come from the Ethiopian. Yes, I can. That was our land. Wasn't no goddamn Caucasoid in the damn land. How in the hell could Crete be the earliest civilization in Europe? How the fuck? Where did the Europeans see? We got to quit playing. You mean to tell me he came out the caves, ain't show no civilization nowhere on the mainland? He got on a boat, went to the island, and started the early, and then came. Didn't start no civilization on the mainland to damn near 2,000 years later. No, when you understand the Nile River and that the civilization is coming down the Nile River, the last nation on the Nile is Egypt. Once they got to Egypt, then they went into the Mediterranean. They touched the islands first. They touched the islands first before they touched the mainland. That's why the Memnon civilization is the oldest, because they touched the islands first. And a lot of them goddamn so-called philosophers, we know they don't, but they was in the islands. When you look at the origin, a lot of them so-called Greek philosophers, they was in the islands. They was in the motherfucking islands. A lot of them was coming from out of Troy. I mean, what we, the area that we call Troy, which we know that the Ethiopians was ruling over there. You understand? It's a lot of lies, but there's some truth there too. And you got to be able to peel back the lies and expose the lies. That's what the master teachers is there for. And so right there, you're looking at Circe. You see what I'm saying? And you clearly see that she's African. And her brother is the king of Colchis. Okay, his name is Aietes. And so they all damn near like Haiti. His name is Aietes. You see, that's her brother, who was the king of Colchis. And so if you see her, you understand? And then they say that they were the children of Helios. You see what I'm saying? Which is the sun. And that's saying something right there. See that? I looked at videos of people talking about Memnon, but they didn't wrap it all together right. You understand what I'm saying? If you're going to talk about Memnon, you got to talk about Circe. You got to talk about Colchis. So when you see that that's all Ethiopian, a lot of people got, the Trojans are Ethiopians. You understand what I'm saying? And when we talk about this war on Troy, that's the early wars on the Ethiopian Egyptian Empire. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Memnon, they're going to always try to put a nigga second. You know what I'm saying? They say Memnon was the greatest warrior that ever lived outside of Achilles. You see what I'm saying? And so, they went to battle, and Memnon supposedly, stuck his ass. You know what I'm saying? I believe he stuck him in the arm and made his ass bleed. You know what I'm saying? And that might have been the first and only time, where he did, where Paris shot his ass in his Achilles. That's why they say the Achilles heel. You know what I'm saying? That Paris shot a goddamn arrow from behind the walls, and it came down and hit him in the only point on his body where he could be killed. You understand? Which is what you call the Achilles heel. And so again, he's one of the crucified saviors. But Memnon he was killed by Achilles. So it may be that Hector, you know what I'm saying? Some stories they may use Hector, maybe they both. Matter of fact, one story say that Achilles killed Hector and then Memnon came. You see what I'm saying? And he brought a great army with him. You know what I'm saying? To help his uncle Priam, in the Trojan War. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is another base of Circe. So it shows very evident, it's evident that she's African. And so that backs up the fact of what Herodotus was saying, that they was black with woolly hair. Okay, so that right there kills anything about calling these motherfuckers a Caucasoid. They not no Caucasoid. because they not from the Caucasus, goddamn it, because the Africans had goddamn colonies behind the Caucasus Mountains. It's facts. Y'all not getting this shit nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? And so this base was constructed 425 to 375 BC. And so when you go to Koshes again, you see what they call the golden fleece of the ram. You see, which is another, that backs it up. You understand what I'm saying? Which was considered the fucking Ark of Covenant for the Greeks. You see what I'm saying? Now let me come out of here and get my bearing so I can put this smoke on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Nah, wait a minute. Let me get my bearing. Get my bearing because I got this smoke. Oh yeah, here we go. Let me come on down. Here we go. Now, another thing, let me bring that up. Another thing, what Herodotus, he calls Susa, the city of Memnon. Okay? Now, where's Susa? Now, Susa would have been in southern Iran. Okay, let me get it. I don't want y'all to see all that good shit, so I'm gonna take it straight to it. I want y'all to see all that good shit. Only when it's necessary. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I had to find myself. All right, back up here. All right, here we go. You see right there what they call Elam. You see what I'm saying? Elam, which is Susa. And so right there, and so that backs up the Nimrod. You understand what I'm saying? If he said that Susa was goddamn the city of Memnon, and then you go in the Bible and motherfucker, they say Nimrod, who was the son of Ethiopia, founded the Mesopotamia, then that right there is enough for me to know, which I don't even need that because we got documentation on top of that. But right there is two documentations one from the supposed Greek, one from the supposed so-called Judo-Christian text, and both of them come to a common understanding that area was founded by Ethiopian people. It's much more there that we can show, but that's the facts. So, matter of fact, let me go down here and bring forth the information. You know what I'm saying? Let me bring forth the information just in case motherfuckers need, Okay, here it go. Right here. Let me get it there. And it says, and Cush begat Nimrod, a mighty hunter. Now, goddamn, see that hunter shit? See that? The mighty hunter, and then Memnon and shit. You know what I'm saying? They know that them was pharaohs. Them was great African, Ethiopian, Egyptian pharaoh. They could make up any fucking name they want to. They already know what it was. You see what I'm saying? And it says, what it say? And he began to be a mighty one on the earth. And Cush begot Nimrod, and out of Nimrod he established Babel, Erech, Akkad, and the land of Shinar. And out of that land went for Ashur, Assyria, and builded Nineveh. Okay? Now, that's very, and so right there, that show you that, the land that you call Arabia, and all this other shit, wasn't no Arabs in there at that time. You see what I'm saying? Wasn't no goddamn Arab in there at that time. And so, and let's deal with and so why did I bring that up? Because I also want to bring up the fact of the so-called Hittites. You see what I'm saying? Now the Hittites, let me get back on here now. When you see that Asia Minor, that's where the Hittites was supposedly. You understand? Now they want to call them and make them all kind of shit that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just going to use the motherfucking text. You see what I'm saying? Now, again, the Hittites come from Heth, Heth, which was a son of Canaan, and Canaan was the brother of Ethiopia. I don't need to know. I don't need to know nothing else. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, those were Ethiopians. Heth and all of the Canaan, those was Ethiopians. You see what I'm saying? The religious aspect, garbage, that was used to control the narrative. But the fact that Ethiopians was on the land is documented fact. Even when you go into Canaan, the most ancient artifacts is Egyptian. Not goddamn nothing from no goddamn David or no goddamn none of that. Ain't no goddamn, all that shit been sprinkled down, made up and sprinkled down there. Ain't no buildings, ain't no shit. You know, all of that shit is a scribe. You know, some shit that they just built over there during the time of the Templars and shit. And then they want to get extended back, you know, and they sprinkle all type of little fake artifacts down there to give you the impression that it was ain't no goddamn king, nothing. All of that was Ethiopia. But what I want to show you is who Heth is Ham. It was a descendant of Ham. We know ain't no Ham. We know it ain't. But let's deal with what they say about him. They say he was black. And I can document that and say that he fathered, though we know he didn't, but that was still damaging enough. It's still, that's why they revising that shit out of there. You understand what I'm saying? Because they wish they hadn't said that shit at that time. So when you look at it, you see Ham, then you see Cush, which is Ethiopia. Okay, which is Ethiopia. And so you see that also Mizraim, which is Egypt, all of them fake names to confuse you. And you see Heth is right there. You see what I'm saying? Now, just to back it up, you understand what I'm saying? Peel back the stories. Don't get caught up in the story. We just document that all these motherfuckers got a similar story of Ethiopians being in the land. You understand what I'm saying? That's all you need. And then you can go to your own story that brings forth the proper understanding. You understand what I'm saying? You know, that's where you go to get the proper understanding. We just documenting that all these motherfuckers do, and in the Bible, clearly, just like Troy, say, you know, they come in and they destroying these Ethiopian empires and shit. You understand? What first in what we know of as the northern regions. You see what I'm saying? So we see Heth, and you know, we see Nimrod. These is Ethiopians. But let me break it down. Just for motherfuckers that just don't understand and they need a little more documentation. You can always rewind this shit back, goddamn it, and you could go over our damn motherfucker, because I'm moving swiftly. I don't see no equal. I don't. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I'm swiftly giving motherfuckers information. You understand? Probably some individuals you never even known exist and didn't and won't get this type of interpretation. Now you're gonna hear a lot of motherfuckers out there whining because they you know, when you flipping over the table, motherfucker, you understand, and motherfuckers who benefiting from the table, and you know, they eating often, but ain't nobody, you know, but now motherfuckers got the truth and they flip the table, you know, motherfuckers gonna whine and cry. Cry, bitch. Cry. You understand? The game is up. The game is up. You understand what I'm saying? But let's bring forth this understanding, got it right up out the Caucasoid book. The so-called. Watch this. I got them old ones. I got them old books where they say, goddamn, hurry up and get these motherfuckers out of print for a motherfucker like me get it. And then, you know, I can show you, and these ain't, I can show you some black. You understand what I'm saying? These are some of the, images of, some of the, images that come out of Susa. You understand what I'm saying? But you can see they got woolly hair. You understand what I'm saying? We got to understand, These ain't the Arabs and shit or none of that. They ain't even in there. Let me tell y'all, the Arab came in there with Alexander. You understand what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers ain't nothing but tribes that came up out the north. You understand what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers just as much are called a Uralian, and I call them Uralian monkeys. You understand what I'm saying? That's where they come from, behind the Uralian. And I'll show y'all just a smidget of that. You understand? Y'all can go and, I don't even know, I'll put it on a upcoming video. You understand what I'm saying? I'll bring it. So you see right here, you see that they got woolly hair and they got it in their beard. You understand what I'm saying? They got it in their hair and their beard. You see? Let me bring this down. I got the ones where they black. And you can see the wing sun disc. You understand what I'm saying? And you see the horn ackets, and so you see that they are a colony, you know, of the Ethiopian Egyptian Federation. You see right there, hair and beard. Okay, hair and beard is woolly. They got it froze. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get real with this shit. That's why on the 300 movie, they did put some, but they had the immortal. Them is the immortals right there. You see how they made the immortals look all evil when they pulled their face mask off? They was looking like demons and shit. These are the real immortals right here. And you see the winged sun disc up there that comes straight up out the Nile Valley. You see what I'm saying? And so when I bring it down, this is documented fact. If you did not know, this is based on topography. This is based on the plates, the tectonic plates. So when you look at what they call Canaan or Israel, you see that probably maybe 10 to 20 miles, and even Cyprus, I believe that's Cyprus up there, that's on the African plate, okay? That's on the African plate. So it ain't technically, it is Africa. You understand what I'm saying? From a geographical from topography, you know, facts based on topography, that's Africa. You see what I'm saying? That shit tore away from Africa, but that's our land. Even that shit that you call India, the subcontinent, that broke away from Africa and crashed into Asia. You understand what I'm saying? But let's get this ham shit out the way. And so we know that, just so you can see, it says ham or cham or cam or kim. However the fuck you want to say it. It means burnt, okay? Swarthy and black, okay? And then he had a song say Ethiopia. We know the story is a lie, but that's just like once you peel back the lie, you left with the fact that all them lands over there was Ethiopia. That's all I want you to squeeze the juice out of there that you need and throw the rest of that shit away. That's why they all that old shit that they wrote. They didn't need that part. The lies they need today, because we didn't open our eyes and we didn't read something and oh yeah, okay, I see. And so now they want to revise that shit out of existence, but it's too motherfucking late. You understand what I'm saying? So you see right there that, you know, Ham or Cham or Kim, you understand, or Cam, you understand, is black, burnt, and that's significant. It didn't say he had no motherfucking skin tan. You know what I'm saying? Tan. That motherfucker was burnt. Okay, now I tell motherfuckers every day, all day, you know, a European ain't gonna get burnt. He ain't gonna get black. If he get red, he gonna get dead. He ain't gonna get black. So I don't want no motherfucker say he burnt. That's a figure. No, nigga. No, you ain't gonna get away with that one. If you burnt, motherfucker, your ass is out of here. You get red, you get dead. So you ain't gonna get black, motherfucker. So I just want to state that. You understand what I'm saying? And it says, Ham was the father of Cush, Mizraim, which is Egypt, Punt, and Canaan. It is believed that he had Africa for his inheritance and that he peopled it, but he dwelt in Egypt. And so that fucked them up because they always trying to make the Egypt look European, but they say Ham is burnt and that he dwelt in Egypt. Okay, so if the father is burnt and he got a son who's also Ethiopian, he burnt, then Egypt, Canaan, and all they motherfucking descendants is burnt. You understand what I'm saying? Period. You understand what I'm saying? And we have to deal with the fact. So when you start looking at Memnon, and which is Nimrod, Memnon, and Nimrod, those are mythological characters that they created to hide the fact that it was a pharaoh, that it was the Egyptian pharaoh. Many say that the Koshians, just like they say, come from Sesostris, which I believe was Senior Shrek. Okay, you know what I'm saying? He was an African king. They say that conquered and even founded what they call today Athens and many of the Greek cities. You see what I'm saying? And so, this is what it is. But, the fact that Memnon is mentioned in as a Ethiopian, and that he was, blood relative of the Trojans. Nobody looked at, motherfucker, what's that cracker that played Achilles in goddamn Troy? You understand what I'm saying? What was that motherfucker that played, who played Achilles in Troy? What's that white boy now? What's that white boy? What was his name? Damn. Brad shit. Oh, excuse me, Brad Pitt. Oh, Brad shit. Oh, yeah, Brad Pitt. Yeah, he played him and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I watched the movie. I like all type of history. You know what I'm saying? And so I watched it and come to find out that's our shit. You understand what I'm saying? I want y'all, again, go do the research. You understand what I'm saying? I want y'all to go do this research. But don't look Memnon up by itself. See, what I don't hear a lot of people stress is that he's related to the Trojans. The key things that you need to get out of that is that Memnon is the king of Ethiopia. His father was a prince of Troy. You see what I'm saying? His father was a prince of Troy. Priam, if you watch the movie, who was the king of Troy, that's his uncle. You see what I'm saying? That's his uncle. And so the Trojans themselves would have been Ethiopians. And then when you connect Troy and Memnon with Colchis, which is also backed up by Herodotus of being an Egyptian Ethiopian colony, and that they were black with woolly hair. Get the other version. Don't take the one, because I didn't have my version with me. I'm going to give me another one. Get the one by George Roslin. Okay, get that one. It don't cost that much. And in that one, it don't say no dark skin. It say black skin. And when you deal with Circe, which is the most powerful enchantress in all of history outside of Isis, you see what I'm saying? You will see that her brother, and it was the king of Colchis. You see what I'm saying? Showing that all through there. And I already showed you the Venuses, the African woman worship of early, I'm talking about 26,000 years. And so, this was all African at that time. What we today call the Caucasian, who really not a Caucasian, was in Siberia. He was not in no Europe today. I already done backed that up, that the majority of all European nations at this time have the highest skin cancer rates on the planet. God damn it. The only out of the top 20, Israel, Australia, New Zealand, the United States, the rest of them is from the European continent. So if they was from there, then they would thrive there. The fact is, they not even from what you call West Europe. They not even from that area. They from up out of Siberia. All of what you know of as Europe on down through Turkey, what they call Asia Minor, Arabia, Iraq, Iran, all the way to India. And if you go on through, to Papua New Guinea, all of that is Kushite. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, when that ice began to recede and them animals, which was their food, began to come south, they followed their food source south and brought hordes of goddamn cavemen upon our people. And so, family, I want to thank y'all for being here today. I got some more hot shit coming. I'm just warming up. God damn it, when I get on this motherfucker tomorrow, y'all gonna see. Nigga, I'm about that right now. I got a lot of shit lined up. Stay with me, family. You understand? When I'm gone for a minute, God damn it, I'm in my thinking mode. I'm trying to come up with some more shit. You understand what I'm saying? The crack heads out there. Do the research. Search, see Memnon, Hittites, Ham, look at it all. And when you start to put it together, see, it's all saying the thing. Same thing. This our shit. And so when you get to taking shit back, take it all back. Take it all back. Don't leave nothing. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because it was a reason why we had it in the first place. And we need to find and get right back on taking our shit back. All right, this is the General Cyrus Student Said. He's saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.